Hi, my name is Chris, and this is a true story. My mother was a comedian. She was always on some funny shit. Like, for example, I was supposed to be born on December 25th. My name is Chris. And this is a true story. My middle name is Nicholas, and I didn't get the joke until I was like 26. Yeah, bitch. On Dasher, on Dancer. I prefer remembering the funny mother to the one whose body was riddled with cancer. My mother was a comedian. She was an author, a wordsmith with thoughts like a sieve. She was a gift. Like that 90-day supply of morphine for a chick that had 2 days to live. Merry Christmas from the hospice team, baby. Here's how that happened. So the drug pump went to the blowouts in her blood vessel, so the morphine lady gave me a mortar and pestilence and tabulated Ativan. I was told to mix the drugs together. I made this orally fed soup filled with copious amounts of opiates, and whether or not I measured the shot didn't really matter, because believe it or not, at that point, the point of the medication isn't to keep you alive. It's to keep us from remembering you as screaming as you die. Yeah, I know we're supposed to kind of talk in code and not say it, but kind of, sort of, some of the points a little euthanasia, ain't it? We do it for our pets. Okay, so I'm sensing that last statement is causing a little discomfort. So imagine a scene, if you will. A young man is given a bottle of liquid morphine, 100 tablets of Ativan, and a mixing bowl. Told to manually mix these drugs together for him to then inject into his dying mother's mouth 100 milligrams of morphine, 10 milligrams of Ativan every 30 minutes. Doctor's orders. And tell me the point is something other than fucking euthanasia. We do it for our pets. The difference is, for them we use vets instead of young man who comes to really enjoy what was in that mixing bowl and then does everything that he can over the course of the next year to destroy his life to an addiction to those drugs before spending about 6 years in and out of rehabs and 12-step programs and then figuring out how to quit drinking and becoming a poet. My mother was a comedian. She had this one stand-up bit about the funny shit that people say to doctors to get scripts, prescriptions for medical herb. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with me, doctor. I'm just kind of a nerd. Or, I know this is really, really frightening, doctor, but I have really bad handwriting. Ah, yes, 1 ounce of Afghan Kush to clear that right up. It reminds me of this old dog I had. He was an ancient golden retriever. His legs quit working. He was having all kind of seizures. We took him in and learned he had the canine version of ALS. Treatment options offered: CBD or death. Dog was very clearly on his way out. CBD is very expensive. So imagine another scene now, if you will. A young man and his young wife are at home with their very old dog. He is very sick. Everyone is very sad. There is a knock at the door. A woman comes in. She's clinical, but very kind. She makes a mold of the dog's paw print. She then injects him with something that causes him to fall asleep. Sad, sure, but it's very peaceful. There's nothing traumatic about it. And no one leaves a drug addict riddled with guilt for spending 3 excruciating days killing their favorite comedian. End of poem.